Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Oh my gosh. I have a yarn haul for you. I have a giant yarn haul for you. I have the biggest yarn haul for you that I have done in a very long time. I mean, okay, I'm trying not to clickbait sound that, but I'm very excited. This is, you know that I have been trying not to buy. So for my standards of buying, this is the biggest yarn haul that I have done in a very long time. Let me just say that when this box came, did I say it's from Joann's? The title said it was from Joann's, but did I say it was from Joann's? It's from Joann's. When this box came, I'm sure I could have physically picked it up, but because it was so awkward to pick up and get it in the house, I had to roll it into the house. So, I mean, it wasn't by any means like a refrigerator box size, but it was big enough that this was the biggest box that I've gotten in the mail in quite some time. And it did come in 3 separate orders too. Now that being said, I feel like the box they sent me was a little overkill because the order that they sent me, no, it came in four shipments. They sent me the box, they sent me this bag, they sent me this bag, and then they sent me one other box. Now I had to obviously make sure everything was here, so I have since opened it, and like the second box is dumped in here. These 2 bags fit in here, so the entire order fits in this box. I dare say, I mean, I know I'm a master at Tetris, but I dare say I could have fit more yarn in this box. But this is still the most yarn that I have purchased, especially by mail, in a long time. Like, I was embarrassed at the amount of rave yarn, if you guys remember. I mean, apparently Joann's has been getting a lot of my money. Because I was embarrassed at the amount of rave yarn that I bought. But that was at least, for the most part, it was over multiple trips. Like, the first time I bought it, I kind of went, crazy, and I bought, like, a ton of it. But, like, the embarrassing amount of it that I have was still curated from multiple trips, right? And a few orders, if I remember correctly. This is all in one go, and it was still, I still shaved my cart down quite a bit, but you know what? We're just gonna dive in. We're gonna like deep dive in. I cannot. Normally, I like hold the box up and show. I cannot do that. I cannot pick it up and just show you. Nope. I cannot do that. So, let me see. Let me just peek because it's been a minute since I got everything. I was peeking the bags because what I want to do, why is that separate? Oh, because that fell out of there. That's why. Okay. Okay. I wanted to make sure everything was in its packaging and put together because I ordered multiples of what I ordered, and that's partly why like this order is not like 30 skeins of one different of each one, you know. You get me, right? So I'm just gonna pick like what's in this bag first kind of thing. So in this package, start with this because you've seen this from me before. I ordered 2 more of these because I had ordered 4 previously, and then I started second guessing myself. And while I was ordering these, I added it to my cart, right? This is, look at the beautiful rainbow. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it up close. How beautiful is this? This is one of the newer Big Twist Value acrylics. variegated yarns that they have out. And they put out like 5 or 6 different variegateds that I have just been oohing and eyeing and ooh, you know, and I absolutely just had to have, you know what? So we'll get there, but I feel like there's something missing from this order now that I think about it. Anyway, we'll get there. Because now I have to check my order. The problem is I changed my card around so many times that perhaps I didn't get it. I guess to be determined, but anyway. Big Twist Value acrylic. Just derailed myself here. Right at the beginning of the video too, that's not a good sign. They put out, like I said, like 5 or 6 different variegateds. And you know, if you've watched my channel long enough, you know that I love a lot of the vintage older yarns that I have. Like this is one of them right here. This is Copper Kettle from Red Heart. What I love about them is not only just the fact that it's vintage, so you're touching something from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but especially the 80s. But it's the swift color changes of, you know, it's not the self-striping that you get today or the long variegated colors. It's the quick changes that just give it this beautiful look, like something like this, right? And Joann's has, I mean, I will say so far, I have not worked these up yet, but these seem to be some pretty quick color changes. When you look, like here's the beginning of the purple and here's already the end of the purple, right? So I'm interested to get to that and see how it is. We'll see. But I had purchased 4 of these before, and I thought this would make a beautiful, like a mile a minute type of blanket. Like frame this in like black or white around a mile a minute stripe. That would be so pretty, wouldn't it? I love it. I think, or granny squares, or anything really. It's so pretty, framed with like a black or a white. This is in the color. I probably should show you or tell you about it though, before I keep going on. This is in the color Roller Rink. And like I said, it's like a beautiful rainbow. It's got every color of the rainbow you could think of. If you're not that familiar with the Big Twist yarns, this is Big Twist Value. These have 269 yards, which is 246 meters. It's 4.3 ounces of yarn, which is 121 grams. It is a medium 4-weight yarn. Let's show you. I know I just had this out, but medium 4-weight yarn, which I agree with. They suggest a 5mm knitting needle and a 5mm hook, which is an H hook. It is machine washable, do not bleach, low iron. And it says do not tumble dry and to dry it flat, but no, this is just a heather thing. I am not by any means telling you to go against what this says. It's just me. It's just what I do. But I'm telling you that I tumble dry. I tumble dry all of my Big Twist yarn. Like my Big Twist Value, I mean. I have plenty of things made out of it. I tumble dry it. Nothing has happened. It hasn't melted. It hasn't gone hard. It hasn't fuzzed up. It hasn't lost its integrity. It hasn't broken apart. It hasn't done anything. Nothing has happened to it. It's soft. It's wonderful. Nothing bad has happened. So use your own judgment. But I got 2 of those anyway. 2 of those. While we're on the topic of the new variegateds, let me move some of these out of the way. Excuse me, you guys, I'm so sleepy. I also got something in bags. I'm pulling one open. I got another one. There were several colors that just called to me. As soon as I saw them, I couldn't help it. And they were out every time I looked, every single time. This is the color Lake House, and it's another one of the variegateds, obviously. It's going to have the same stats, but it's got these beautiful blues, and then like a deep, deep, deep red, and almost like a beigey gold, and then like a cream color mixed in there. It's just beautiful. And I can't wait to work that up and see how that looks with the quick color changes. Because that blue is almost like an ombre of blue. Like in the 80s when every color was ombre this, ombre that. It's almost got an ombre effect going on in the skein itself. So I am very excited about this one. But we'll see how it works up. And like I said, that's going to have the same stats. If I can get it back in its baggie. Because they sent these in baggies. I thought that I had gotten 8 of these, but I believe it does appear I have gotten 6 because they're both in baggies. So I have 6 of these. So let me set these up over here. Try not to bury my Diet Pepsi, because clearly I need it. And then I also got 6 of these. I'm going to pull them out, don't worry. I was just looking to see if the last one had like an open side on one, so I was looking to see if there was an open side here. I was trying to figure out what would be a good blanket quantity. So that's what I was going for here, and I'm very bad at that. So this is another of the variegateds, and this is called Arcade Party. Look at those fun colors. That's like an 80s arcade right there, baby. That's going to have the same stats as the other ones, and this has got white, 2 different blues in it, a really fun pink, orange, and gold. So it's just got all those beautiful arcade colors. You can imagine those being the flashing lights of all the different games lit up and everything on a Friday night with your friends, right? I'm pretty excited about that, actually. I like it. I like the sound of it. I enjoy the imagining that ambiance going on. So it's got 6 of those. I think as far as like the short variegated things, that is all I got of those. Definitely not all I got. And then let's see. What do I go to next, guys? What do I go to next? Let's see, are these in the same? These are... Okay, then if I can talk, we have like a blast from the past kind of deal. I blame Erin from Crafting Kitty for this. Any of you who have been around my channel will know. Can you see it from here? No. So the highest shelf that you can see is this shelf, but there's one above it. And there's a cubicle above this orange colored shelf. And there's a cubicle above all 3, but the cubicle above that and the cubicle above... All right. So my pointing skills are... Okay. There's this cubicle here. The one you can't see above that. So the two here. They house some of my favorite yarn, which is a discontinued yarn from Lion Brand. That I don't have I mean, it is 2 cubicles, but for being my favorite yarn, I don't have that much of it because I discovered how much I loved it about the same week that Lion Brand was putting it on clearance. Tale of woe, right? However, apparently, and that was like 2 years ago, you guys. Lion Brand put it on clearance. It was at our local store called Meijer. I know some of you guys do have it. It's not like local just to me, but it's local kind of like the Midwest region, I think. Sort of Midwest area. It's not everywhere anyway. But it was at our Meijer store. It went on clearance there. It went on clearance there first. Like they had gotten rid of it, but I knew it was still like out there. And then Lion Brand clearanced it out. And then Hirschner's clearanced it out. Mary Maxim clearanced it. So it became very clear they were not going to have it anymore. Joann's had clearanced it or whatever. Like everyone clearanced it out. So it was gone. Like if you found a few skeins here or there somewhere, you were lucky, right? A few people gifted some to me, and I have happily accepted it. It is living. Some of this in the cubicles is because I got gifted it. But what is this yarn, you may ask? Boogie Nights is this yarn. I love it. Even just feeling it now, I'm like, oh, dear friend, I've missed you so. I mean, I have you, but I have missed you. I've missed getting you. And some of these were in colors. I have these colors, but I know like that I don't have a lot of them. Like, because it was kind of a mad scramble for, oh gosh, I have a few of these. Let me grab a few more, like, let me get what I can get kind of deal. And then I was gifted some. So like, it's not like I don't have like a massive storage quantity of any of them by any means. So Erin said one day in one of her videos, she said, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Joann's had Boogie Nights on clearance. And I went, what? Somewhere deep in the pits of Joann's basement, somebody found a box of Boogie Nights or something? Like what? How? What? So I looked, and the funny thing was, Erin's video was, she does this thing where she doesn't have time or something to open up her yarn. So she does a time capsule from like months ago. This was a time capsule video of hers. And yet I decided to look and they still had it. So I don't know how all of you guys are letting this great Boogie Nights deal pass you by, but thank you, because I got some of it. Thank you. It's because you guys were like, Heather needs to get this, weren't you? Well, I appreciate it. I have gotten it. So I did add some to my cart, obviously. Boogie Nights is this, it's just this beautiful, like, chain spun, and it's got a glitter in, but I swear you can't even feel the glitter in the chain. The rest of the chain is just, it's so soft. I don't know if you can properly see the fuzziness of the rest of the chain, but then there's that glittery part. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Like, I mean, I don't think shiny is just for Christmas, but this would make something really nice for Christmas just because it's so, like, people like really shiny and soft things at Christmas time. This would be perfect, but I like shiny and soft all the time, so this is perfect for me. It's also, to me, this is very, well, I think the name does imply that it's very retro. Like, it is something like a disco type of vibe that you could make something out of. This would be cool fuzzy dice. I'm just saying. I'm on a fuzzy dice kick lately. I don't know why. Ever since I saw that Crochet Crowd video where Mikey mentioned that, I've been on a kick about what yarn is retro looking for fuzzy dice now. Anyway, way off topic tonight. I'm very chatty. Like, I know I don't like bigger yarns. I don't usually like much past a 4, and this is considered a 5, but I will make the exception. I love feeling it. Yeah, I love it. I'm not going to necessarily go into the stats on it besides that it's a 5 weight, because it is discontinued. But you can apparently, I don't know if you can still, I don't know if it sold out. I don't know if I bought the last of it, but you can get it on clearance at Joann's at the moment, or could. I noticed with a lot of mine that I got, I got some that came like in a bag, and then another color that I got came in like a 3-pack bag, like it's brand new. The stuff that came in the bag, I noticed it's almost like some were snagged and some of the chain inside is snagged. I don't know how well my camera picks it up, but it's like it got torn or something. I don't know. I will happily work around that regardless. I don't care. It's not going to show that much once it's crocheted up, and if that little bit for some reason does, I'll snip it out and, reconnect it. I don't care. But I did notice that, so I'm wondering if they had some, like, damaged or something, and that's why they're open to begin with. I don't really know what their deal was. But I got the colors, Jackpot, the opened colors, ones that came opened, are Jackpot and 21. I think I got 6 of everything. But those are the 2 that came opened like this. And then, like I said, in certain spots, like here's the snag on this one. I thought this was it at first, but that's just the end. But each one has like a little snag somewhere. But it's tiny, and it's just like an oddity. And like I said, I'm wondering if, I don't know, that it's just a deformity and that's why. Hey, Erin, you should check yours. If yours came like this, you should check yours and tell me if yours are like that. That'd be weird, right? Or if any of you guys got Boogie Nights and it came in a bag like this, you should tell me if yours has a little snag somewhere. Because that's weird. It's almost unnoticeable on some of them, too. Like, once I noticed them on a few, I started checking them. Anyway, I don't know why I didn't even show you them that well. The Jackpot one is like this camel color. Let's see if I can get it to not blow out. It's like a gold camel color, and the glittery colors inside are gold. It's very, very pretty. Yeah, I have a couple of them. And then 21 is like this really like powdery blue with the gold sparkles inside, which I think is just beautiful. It's very 70s looking to me. I love, 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 love it. And then the one that did not come in a bag, they came in bags of their own. I also got 6 of, and it is the gray one. It is called VIP, and let me just show you. I have one that's, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Just to show you the color, because then I don't have to open the bag. This is what it looks like. It's a dark gray, and the shinies are also like a silvery, almost gunmetal gray color. I thought those were very pretty too. And this is the one that will go with like anything, because it's almost like the black of the it's definitely the darkest one of the Boogie Nights set. So that's the Boogie Nights that I got. And then I got some of the new mandala colors. I had quite a few in my cart, and then I was like, reel that in. And I've had 4 colors in my cart, and then Joann's actually made the decision for me to cut down one more because I really wanted Sandman. I think Sandman is so pretty if you haven't seen it. And they sold out before I bought this giant order. So I did not get Sandman. Maybe another day. But I did get Andorian. And let me crack this open. I got 3 of each of these. I thought this was really pretty and also really Halloweenish looking. If I could not get blown out on camera, that would be great. But there is like this dark maroon color and then kind of a pinkish salmon color. And then it won't look better back here. I just know it's not as up close, so I was trying to get it really up close and personal, but and then there's like this orange right here, and then a darker pinkish color, and then into the purples, and then the purples go into the maroon color again. But it looked like kind of sunsetty, kind of Halloweenish to me. I really, really like it. You could go like flamingo colors maybe too, but you know, my brain does not really work that way. It works more in the Halloween and sunset looking era, not so much the tropical era. But if you are not familiar with mandala yarn, mandala is it's a light 3. They recommend a 3.75 knitting needle and a 5mm hook, which is an H hook. It is 100% acrylic. This cake is 5.3 ounces, which is 150 grams, 590 yards, which is 540 meters. It is machine washable and dryable. I already said this is Andorian. There is the color again, and I got 3 of them. It's very pretty. I know I have made, with like a lacier stitch, I have made a baby blanket with 2 of these. So I got 3 because I figured that would make like an okay size blanket. And if I needed to, I could always grab another one or maybe mix them with a different one, or like we'll see what I end up doing with it. Maybe they'll make a shawl instead or something. I'm not quite sure, but I really liked it, so I got it. I'm really salty about the Sandman one though, so I do think I'll probably end up getting some of that one sometime soon. Ooh, let me see. Maybe I'll set these down here. They don't sit up as well as the other one does. All right, and then kind of similar to Sandman though, I got this one, which is the color Banshee. I do really like this one. I really like this one. Sandman just has a little something else about it, but Banshee is so pretty though too. Isn't that beautiful? Banshee is like apple picking on a fall day. That's what, honestly, that's what Banshee is like. It's got this like the reds and greens down here with like a creamish color, and that like just the creamish color fades right into the fall colors with the oranges and the browns. It's so pretty. Like everything about this is beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. I would love to make a blanket out of this. I think it's so stunningly beautiful. I'll probably want to get some more and make a bigger blanket, to be honest with you. But I wanted to have some, and I had to cut down. I think originally I had 9 of these in my cart. Originally, I mean, like, a lot of times I make like kind of like my dream order is what I would refer to it as. where originally I just stick a ton of stuff in my cart, right? And then I go through and I weed it out and I try to make more sense of it and this and that. And this was one of the rare cases where I cut down stuff and there was still a ton of stuff in my cart. And it was like just after my birthday, and I was like, you know what? I have some extra money. I'm just going to do it this time. Like, I popped on it and did it. But that was still after weeding out a ton of stuff. Like, Joann's just really got me right now. But they could have really got me for more. Yeah. And this isn't even why yet. Like, you'll see why in a minute. We're getting to that. But the third mandala color that I got, and this to me was the big sell reason why I got mandala at first. I love this color and I love the name. I'm not gonna lie, the name was the big sell for me, but this is Slimer. I could not believe they got a mandala and named it Slimer. And it is very Halloween-y. They did thankfully include this ectoplasm green going on up in here. And they mixed it with some beautiful Halloween looking colors. There's different oranges going on, and there's like different, like a dark blue going into the purple colors coming out of the green. And it is a beautiful mixture of colors, and it is very spooky, and it is Ghostbustery, I will say, because of all the green going on. I love it. I couldn't resist. I did get 3 of those also, because I got 3 of all the mandala cakes. I just think it's so cool. And Slimer, come on. Come on. So, yes, I got 3 of those. Okay, now, this is why I need a drink. This is why, though, this order had to be placed. Like, all of the other yarn I have been wanting and desiring for so long and have still resisted. But I felt like I had to pop on this yarn, because I really felt like it was going to sell out. The first reason is right here. This is one of the new Halloween yarns. If you recall last year's Halloween madness, which I have, last year's Halloween yarn from Joann's has suffered the I have to save it because I love it sickness that I have. So I do still have it. I'm glad in this one case, though, that I still have it. So it's Halloween time right now, and I'm feeling quite in the mood to just stare at it and love it and everything else. And I'm happy that I have cleared space, so it's like right here in front of me, and I can just stare at it and be inspired by it. That being said, like, I want to find a use for it and or some of its brothers. Like, I really like this one. I really think it's pretty. But that yarn, every single time I've looked for it for any of last year's colors that are still up on the website this year, they're gone. And I haven't seen them in the stores at all. Some people, I guess, have. I have not, but I haven't seen the new ones in the stores either, only online. So I felt like when these came up online, I was like, I have to have the new colors. I have to. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Really dry throat. This one is called Charging My Crystals. And it is a very witchy purple. It's multiple shades of purple with the grays and whites, and the gray is even going very dark into a black. So pretty. It's got the same stats as the Big Twist Value at the beginning of the video that I told you about, because it is the Big Twist Value acrylic. Oh, I think it's so gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. With the Halloween yarn, I went a little crazier even. These two were loose, but I got 8 of them, but I thought I really expected them to be gone. I guess some people are still getting them. I have not checked the website to see if they're sold out yet. But I honestly assumed that right after my order they would be sold out. I was actually scared until the day that I got them that they would end up being refunded, because with the jack-o'-lantern from last year, that's what happened. Actually, my first time or 2 times ordering it, I got refunded, and then it got restocked again, so I ordered it again and then I got it. So I was really afraid that was going to happen again, if not for me, for other people. I was afraid it was just going to be gone, so I bought it. So yeah, so I have 8 of those for something pretty, probably a blanket. And then I almost want to save this for last. There's 2 yarns left. I'm going to show you this one next because it's the other big twist, but this is the other package, obviously you can hear. Oh my gosh, guys. This yarn, oh, you saw it, okay. So I also have 8 of these. Here's proof, so I don't have to rip it out of the bag right now. So we're just going to talk about this one. Look at this. Look at it. This alone, if I could only buy one, this would be it. I've been in love with this since the moment that I saw it. Ever. Where did I see this first? Was it Michael's channel? I think it was MDL's channel. I should link him. Heather, future Heather. This is past Heather. Remember to link his channel. But he had this. Michael had this, and hi Michael, by the way. He had the newer yarns, and they had sent them to him. He mentioned that in one of the lives that I was having with Courtney, and so of course I skipped over to his channel like the next day and was stalking around, and I saw them, and I was so jealous. I was so jealous. They're beautiful, and they weren't in the stores yet at the time, I think. And oh my gosh, I just was speechless. Like, for me, these, like, okay, the yarn I just talked about from last year, the jack-o'-lantern, up until now had been my favorite because it's orange, like different shades of oranges mixed with the darker shades of like the gray, the black. This has got all of that plus the purple and the white color, and I don't know, it's just got everything mixed together, and it's so vibrant. It's definitely more vibrant than the jack-o'-lantern. I don't mind the jack-o'-lantern being more dull because it's got it doesn't have the white and stuff with it. And you know, I don't mind the dull colors anyway. But this mixed with the purple like that, I'm in love, you guys. I'm so in love. Like, honestly, I bought 8 of these. I wish I had bought 8 more. I love everything about these. They're so stunning. These make me so freaking happy. I hope that, like, you know, I said in the beginning of the video, I don't judge well on what will make a blanket. What did they say? I just realized, oh, they say 13 will make a blanket. Well, poop. I mean, I can mix it with black, and that'll make it pop more. It just hit me to look on the side of this. I feel like at that moment, if I edited anything, that there would be like the cricket chirp right then as I looked at it. Or like the wah wah wah. Anyway, it's not gonna spoil how much I love this. Like, I'm not gonna let that spoil the moment. I'm just excited to finally to get my hands on it. And like I said, I was holding my breath, like, just, I was so worried. I was watching the tracking on, like, once it said the package had shipped from the Joann's website, and it had the picture of this because it did ship in the multiple packages, so I could see what was in the packages. I was watching this package. I was just like, oh, it scared me because there was some little glitch on the site, which, wouldn't you know it, involved this yarn, where it showed the package that shipped this, but it also showed a picture of this yarn with a 0 next to it, shipping with like one of the other packages of yarn. And that was just a total glitch. Like, literally 0 of these shipped with that yarn, so it was true. But it worried me because of that. I was just like, does that mean they're not going to ship any? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like, because that shipped first, and then the actual package of this shipped afterwards. Yeah, I was holding my breath. I was terrified. I haven't even told you the name of this yet. I'm just so excited. This is called Spooky Season. It's even got the most perfect name. It's just glorious, you guys. I'm showing it to you again. This is like the 3rd time I think I've showed you, but I love it so much. It's even got like the almost like the, I want to call it marled, but it's not marled. It's where, you know, like the kind of like washed through look, like the black kind of like ran through. I like the way that looks. Like an over inked look to it almost. I think that's just beautiful. I love it. You are perfect, and I love you, and I'm so happy to have you. I do think it's beautiful. So it's beautiful. So I got 8 of these anyway. If they're still on the website, I'm strongly considering getting a few more, because I'm very, very in love with this yarn. Very. I mean, I love everything. I haven't showed you the last one yet. I know I have one more yarn to show you. But I am very in love with all these, like, these other variegateds that I showed you in the beginning. I had been just wanting forever and ever and ever. Boogie Nights has been one of my favorites. I'm very excited about the new mandala colors. The last yarn that I have to show you, I have wanted for quite some time. Oh, I have an accessory to show you too. I forgot that was in there. But this is just like the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme, you know, the chef's kiss of all of the yarn. Like, until I use it, I have a space cleared out up here. I know you can't see it. You're just going to have to trust me. But I have a space cleared out in this crate that's up here. This is going to be stacked in it. This is going to be like, I swear I could put like a spotlight on it and just look at it all the time. It's going to be right next to my other, like the jack-o'-lantern Halloween yarn is right up here to look at. So I love it. I absolutely love this yarn. I'm so very happy to have it. Okay, I'm going to put it down because I'm going to keep gushing about it otherwise. The accessory that I was excited to show you, I forgot I got, but this was just like an add-in because it was pretty cheap to begin with. And then, I don't know. I really thought it was cute, like really cute. You guys know that I have, oh, this is more useful than I thought. Let me get to that. You guys know that I have a thing lately for mushrooms. Like, I just think they're really cute, like the toadstools and mushrooms and stuff. I like the whole like vintage look about them and stuff, the retro look. This is a gauge tool, but look, it's a toadstool. I'm gonna open it. See, I've resisted. It's been in this box this whole time waiting to show you my Joann's haul, and I haven't even opened it. This is adorable. This isn't what I was talking about when I said that it was more useful, but this is adorable that it's got a little like keychain, so you can hang it off something, or you can put your keys on it if you want, or whatever. And then it's got a little yarn ball heart. And it actually says Big Twist on the back. That amuses me. What I said was more useful, it's got, I don't know how well I can angle this. There's a little tiny blade right here, so you can cut your yarn. That's pretty cool. But it's got a ruler right here. And you can do your wraps per inch here, and it's got a chart on it. So you do your wraps per inch, and if you get 5 to 6 of them, it's a super bulky. 7 of them makes a bulky, 8 of them makes an Aran, 9 of them makes a worsted, 11 a DK, 12 of them a sport, 14 a fingering, and 16 or more, and it's lace. See, there's a whole chart. And then up here, where there's all the holes, that has millimeters at the top of the holes, and at the bottom it's got, are those crochet hook sizes? Yeah, it says like K 10.5, J 10, I 9. So you can measure your crochet hooks or your knitting needles by like if they're unmarked or whatever, by sticking them through there and seeing which hole they fit into. So it's just a little tool, but it's in the shape of a little mushroom. And like I said, you can cut your yarn too, which is really handy. You know, I just thought about it for anybody who like travels. Now you can take your keys with you, and you have a little blade to, because remember when people used to wear those pendants like on planes so that you can cut your yarn? Now you have a ruler and you can cut your yarn. It's just a thought. Anyway, it's useful. You can hang this on your carry-on bag. I'm just saying. And you can cut your yarn. Anyway, so I got that because I thought it was super, super cute. And now the last yarn. I ended up getting multiples of this also. Let me open it really quickly. Oh, I have the plastic trying to attack me. Oh yeah, this is the one that came in like a resealable bag. I thought that was pretty cool. I was familiar with this yarn before, but then they put out, I don't want to say a new line of it, but kind of a new line of it, a new set of colors that were all black, it seemed like, but with different colors woven through the blackness. This is Bernat Lattice. And that's the whole premise of the lattice, is there's a color woven through it. And it's a really soft yarn. But this one has basically Halloween colors woven through the black. It's like this particular one to me is like a Halloween sunset. Like, I think that's gorgeous. It's got orange, purple, and red. Isn't that pretty? And the black that it's running through is like really soft. It almost reminds me of like feels like butter. Like that's what it reminds me of, but with a ribbony lattice running through, like almost sewn through it. Let me see if I can get that part to show on my fingers. See that? And that's right where it changes color even, so you can see like it's the ribbon that changes color. And let me see, what is it made out of? 54% polyester, 28% acrylic, and 18% nylon. Just so you know, this is 7.8 ounces, which is 220 grams. This has 389 yards, which is 356 meters. It's Bernat lattice, and let's see, it was made in China. This is the color Fireball. They say this is a medium 4-weight, and I mean, I believe that, like I just showed it to you, medium 4-weight. When I bought this, I had it in my head. I thought this was like a 5 or a 6-weight, because I was like, I know I'm not a fan of like bigger yarns, but I'm gonna get it because I thought if I bought like 9 of these, I could make a pretty big size blanket with a bigger hook. And I mean, with 9 of them, I probably still can make a pretty big size blanket, I would assume. But not the bigger size blanket that I was thinking I could make. I don't know, maybe because then I have more yardage. So I'm really bad at this, right? I'm really bad at this. So I'll have to think about what blanket pattern I'm using maybe with it. But I really wanted to make, for sure, a blanket with this. Nice soft, and I wanted a big blanket, and I have 9 of these because I wanted a big like Halloween cuddly blanket with this stuff. But yeah, had the Joann's Big Twist Halloween yarn not come out, this would have definitely been the shining star of my purchases, because like I really do love this. I know this, I'm not gushing about this now the way I just was the Big Twist, just because I really love that Big Twist. But I do really love this too. Like they're pretty similar to me as far as how much I love them. I really love the like a black mixed with the Halloween-y colors like this. Yeah, anything that looks like a twilight type of sunset like this, I'm in love with it. So yes, this is destined to be a blanket. This and its 8 other comrades are destined to be a blanket. And then that would conclude my Joann's haul. So, have you guys tried any of this yarn? Do you have any of this yarn? What's your favorite of what I got? I think it's safe to say what my favorite was. My favorite is 100% the spooky season yarn. But I mean, I didn't get anything today that I wasn't, or that I don't like. I really love all of it. I'm really excited. Like there's a couple things I'm working on right now that I want to finish up, and then I want to get some of this on my hook right now. I want to use all of it, really. And I definitely want to get it put away and get this big box out of my way. It's huge. If I haven't mentioned that, it is humongous. So, but I think I've kept you guys long enough. This ended up being almost an hour. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm I'm glad I finally got this video out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, all right. So I will see you tomorrow for Vlogtober for sure. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.